Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 46th edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. This morning, we're going to look at what is happening again in the global market and how it's going to influence our local market and what also happening in the local market as to speak. We have seen that the positive trend for the past 3 days have been sustained. It's going to be sustained throughout the earnings season that's kicking off today. But we have seen one result at the early filers hitting the market this morning. What is what we're going to discuss. But in all this we are doing, whether in the international market, whether you are trading equity, you are trading a commodity, you are trading bond, since there's movement, if they are trading like cryptocurrency, you see that it's a movement up and down. If that is what you are trading, I will tell you at any given time your stop loss will be there, and also you take away emotion from any decision you are taking. That is why you have to build a plan. You have a plan and also trade your plan. Your plan contains your what you're entering, your exit strategy, at the same time your profit target, so that you know exactly what you are doing in the market. This is not the time for you to gamble with your hard-earned money, but the time for you to invest what profitably with knowledge. If you are doing with knowledge, you don't have any problem, you don't have any issue. We've seen that the global market direction where it is, it remained in an oscillating mode, mixed sentiment in different matured markets, and also what is happening in China as the opening of a lockdown gradually also start easing. We are seeing that the commodity price, especially crude oil price, has also rebounded to around 105.9 cent, 9.1 cent for us to speak at this hour. It tells you that whatever that is happening in the war zone, which is Ukraine, and also what is happening in China, it will going to also influence the price of crude oil because of what distortion and supply, and also the OPEC are not ready to increase increase the production. Rather, they want this production to remain so that price of crude oil will remain high. But I'll tell you from all the indices, nothing stop crude oil this year touching as high as 150. If that happens, I'll tell you the oil producing nation also will also be smiling. Why this will also impact the economy? Inflation that we're seeing as a result of a change in commodity market price. This is that also impacting inflation. That means we have come to stay with inflation if oil price continue to go as high as 150. At this price, we are seeing what is costing, and also with what the war in Russia is costing on in the investing environment, investing angle or space. You see that you need to also change your investment decision because things are changing. But for those that are designing, especially those that attended the master class, I know by now you're all smiling because most of the stocks, I'll tell you, 80% of the stock recommended during the master class, even the at the last put an answer are looking up. For me, most of them have also touched a good target that you can take profit if you feel like, because you can't predict market. For market to be up for 3 days, I tell people like what I discussed on one of the channels today, that profit taking is part and part of market what dynamics. That means this uptrend we have seen in our local market here, nothing stop investors from taking profit or traders taking profit. Don't be afraid if they are taking profit, but rather if the market corrects again or pull back, it's opportunity for you to buy. Those that are accumulated when the market cross down the all share index, that's around the March 16, of this 47,000 mark, which I told you earlier that was that confirmed a decline stage. And that has have lingered up to yesterday when the market also crossed back above this 47,000 mark. It tells you that the strength is turning back to the market. But those that are really jump out at that time, now they are coming back again to the market. But those that are able to accumulate, because we saw the activities of bargain hunters in the market during this period of correction or pullback for almost 4 straight weeks. That created opportunity for people to buy at a low price. Now we are seeing stock like Bank going as high as 25 naira, 45 kubu. Those that enter at even at 20 naira, they have made good money. It's all about trading, understanding how to trade, using your support and your resistance level at the right time, and not take position. That is why I encourage every one of us in this class, and that's why this class is on. Learn how to use your technical analysis. That is going to be a key that also help you to take informed, especially if you want to trade in the market. Today, I'm going back to also discuss what we call the average directional index, which is ADS. I tell you, ADS points to direction and what to strength. It does two things. ADS points to what direction and what and strength. ADS is an easy indicator to interpret. Very, very easy. The D1 line, which is the green line, if you want, is on your chart now, is the bullish and is the bullish. And when it is on top, it suggests price is what is going to ahead of price is what is heading up, and that is a good sign for you. You can see that our market has speak now. That yesterday we have seen that the ADS is above 20, which is telling you that it's a good trend that come back to the market. For me, it is across looking up again, which is sign for us to watch again. Direction and strength is what ADS will help us to know. When the ADS D1 line, which is the red line, is on top, it suggests price is what is going toward to drop. It's going to also look down. That is what it tells you. The black line or the blue line, depending on what you are using. For me, I use blue line, which the indicators in the platform we're using for class don't have this ADS for me to use it. It like to illustrate for you, but I'm just explaining so that on your own you can go back and use it effectively. The black line or the blue line, whatever we call it, is the strength line, and when it heads up, it tells you strength is moving into what, into the D1 line. That is on what, on the top, and is in control, and so at that time it's in control. You can see that bull is coming up, price is going up. When the ADS line has been heading down, that is the D1. The D1 on top, also on top has that has been what, a weakened and ready to change. That is ready to change trend down or up. This is what you watch when we are looking at using ADS. Once we are using ADS, these are the lines we work very well, because ADS will help you to take good investment decision when you are taking a decision. That is why at all time you need to also look at it. When the ADS line, swap place and they cross up and the ADS head up, it suggests trend is moving into what, to the new D1 or direction. These are one thing you need to also know very well when we are using ADS. ADS signal is equals to what we call profit payout, profit payout. They give you an indicator. Each candlestick on the charts, or what you are using, represent price movement for a day, for a week, for a month, depending on what you are using. As the D1 heads up and move further above the blue line or the black line, when you are using on your both rise above the red line, it suggests there is what, a bullish trend that will continue to grow, especially once the blue line or the black line start to turn up. If price continues to rise, the ADS line, or the black one or the blue line, will continue also to turn to the head up forward, to imply that trend will continue to support the trade. That means to make your stock, you are taking position where you are. If the ADS is heading up, it means it is supporting the bullish up direction. The opposite is true. If the ADS, the D1 line heads up to cross the D plus, or the plus D1 line, this suggests bullish trend, and kind of like a decline in price or a pullback is around the corner. If the ADS line head up, while the red line, which is the negative D1, is on top, is saying trend is what is building into the downward direction. These are the things you need to know when you are using ADS. Because when we are looking at it, these are the patterns you should watch. When you are charting, it's possible that there as at Monday or anytime at this moment you are charting, look at the pattern, the candle pattern at the same time, to see if we're in a bullish trend or what, a bullish direction, or a bull one, to guide you to how to use your ADS. But as we speak now, market is guiding trend. The ADS is becoming stronger because, as I said today, it has crossed the red line up to show you that market is heading somewhere. That means at this point you don't need to also panic, because market is in the right position. Yes, now we want to move to what is happening live in the market as we speak. Currently, market is in green, marginally green, to also extend the 3 days up trend we have seen. Today, this morning, market is still in green, but marginally in green. As we speak, the all-share index, which that mentioned market performance, is trading at 47,248.73 as we speak. Gaining 43.70 points, basic point, representing 0.10%. Tells you that the market is in green. But we want to also look at the market news before we go into green analysis of each stock, or looking at, as we speak now. UCAP have announced the first early filer. As usual, this is a stock company that are very punctual and related. So that means you can plan effectively with this kind of company. You know when to be in the market, when to position, and that is how to trade any season. The early filers that opened the door today kick off the earnings season, Q1 earnings season with UCAP hitting the market this morning, and the results are positive. Looking up to kind of give insight what you expect in UCAP at the end of the year, because Q1 is very, very important. It points you to where the company is going. Despite the pre-election year, we see that there are some companies in Nigeria that are in strong group and strong sector that will still deliver value for investor in this current year. Another notification in the market to the market news today is that BUA have notified the market of what of the board meeting that's coming up, and also Nutrus chemical has also Nutrus chemical has also notified petroleum has also notified exchange of what of their board meeting. These are the market news. But we'll speak, we need to look at the number that came from UCAP so that you can know the position you should take at this point. As we speak, UCAP posted the positive and impressive Q1 number. The company gross earnings, which is the top line, anyone want to call it, moved from 3.1.2 billion to 4.21 billion, representing a growth of what 35%. Those that attended the master class even before now, the standard and Investdata that for you to say company is good, your top line must be 15 or 20% above. You can see that UCAP have surpassed this 20% and 15%. 35% is sweet for company performance for just a quarter. For me, it's a good one. Also, if you look at the PAT, you know what PAT present in that is the earnings. Call it earnings. PAT is where the company has taken care of their cost of business. They have paid the government tax. They have paid everything has been factored in place. At the end of the day, the PAT, which is the bottom line at the same time, also is what every investor wants to look at. You want to see the earning per share, because this earning per share determines what the company will pay at the end of the year, and this will also support the price of the company going forward. That means as a trader or investor, look at this fundamental angle. That is why I said, in building your watch list, you need to look at the capital fundamentals to know the edge of the company. Then now use your technicals to know the right price to buy, right price to sell, and that is why this class is on, so that it will guide you to know exactly what to do in the market. See, we are seeing potential in the UCAP now. The price to buy and the price to sell is what we're looking at. For those that are taking position, this is a good sign that this stock is heading somewhere. I'm telling you, we're just saying that the institutional investors or market players have just finished analyzing the full year result of money. That's why they are taking position again in most of the companies. This has also impacted the price of stock for this straight 3 days. For me, it's a good one for the for Q2, as we have seen Q1 earnings at this time. Then, as I said earlier, the PAT moved from 1.66 billion to 2.31 billion, representing 39.16. This is huge, and it's a good one. EPS for Q1 moved from 57 kobo to 38 kobo. And from the EPS of the 38 kobo, you can project roughly nothing less than 2 naira or 20 kobo or 2 naira 40 kobo at the end of this current financial year. If all things being equal, that's also that it will support a payout. Don't forget that this company payout policy is strong, and these are also supported the price in previous years. If the trend is sustained, I'm telling you, the price will still go higher. For those that are in UCAP, I will encourage you to show your position. If you are not there, this is an eye opener to start accumulating the stock ahead of the year, because Q2 is most proper time to you to position for the year, because you have seen the number that if you are waiting to buy in Q3, price of stock has gone up. For those that are investors, for traders who go in and out of the market before starting the full year result. But for those that are investors, it's why you buy now as you have seen a positive earnings to start the new financial year in UCAP. Nothing stop you for taking position with this number we are seeing, because as we speak now, market for year to date is still positive, and the market also is where this company play largely. Yes, we did on outside Nigeria. For me, it's a good one for UCAP, and this is a good number to start the earnings season for Q1 2021. Yes, we want to look at the state of the market. As see that market was up. We are seeing already a positive market breadth. We have 14 gainers as we speak now against 12 losers. Among the top gainers, we have Maya, we have Keja Hotel, we have FTN Cocoa, GTB, and Mutual Benefit. These are the top gainers as we speak now. Then, while the top losers were Nigeria Brewery, Wima Bank, Wapik, which is currently now the new name is Coronation Insurance, followed by Sovereign Trust Insurance and Zenith Bank. These are the top losers as we speak. And that's why the market is a bit of Zenith Bank and the loser side. You see Nigeria Brewery and the loser side. People are already taking profit for the which I said at the beginning of this program is expected. It's part of the market at any time. Then I will finish taking the state of the market without letting you know the state of volume of the market, the volume that are controlling the market as we speak, because in the last three trading days, we have seen improvement in volume from as low as 154.8 million shares to around 245.21 million. Now on Tuesday, on the last 10 days, for me, it's an improvement. Still, it's above the average traded volume of the market recently, which is so equally good for the market. But as we speak now, liquid assurance is topping the top trader chart. Followed by GT code, then MTN, UCAP, and what and UBA. You can see these are the position of the market as we speak now. Now we go to the charts to see position of the market. This morning we're going to look at MTN charts. We're looking at UCAP chart this morning. We have seen the number. Let's see how the market is reacting. Because I tell you whether there's inflation figure, there is any season or any result release or rumor on the market, going to reflect on the chart. That's why we're going to look at the chart to know the state of these companies that we have just mentioned, and also we want to look at also what is happening in the key chart that just show up. Then we'll go to Zenith Bank to see the state. What can we do with the Zenith Bank as we speak now? Why Women Bank can also look at Women Bank. These are like 6 companies or 5. We'll look at before they round up for today. Now, let's quickly look at what is happening in the market first in the chart. We'll discuss it at the state of the market, but let's see what is happening with chart. Yes, you can see this is the market now. I want to call up the candlestick so that you can see this is the candlestick, or we'll call it the MGS index action, anyone want to call it. This is the position of the market. You can see the 3 days up rally. I can speak now to speak now. Market is a bit flat, but it's still in green. Market is trading as to speak now for 7,252.13. For me, it's a good one for the market, which is also encouraging for us with that are players in the market. Now I want to call up the indicators here to see how to take to guide us to take our position and also know what to do at this point. The market have sustained its uptrend. This is the 4th trading days. You can see that market is still green this morning. At this hour, okay, is it noon? I'll call it. Market is still green. Let's watch how it's going to close for the day. We want to look at our indicators forward for proper guidance and also for us to take our decision on what to do with this market position. You can see that the bull is still in charge for straight 3 days. Let's see how this is going to play out in the market at this hour. Yes, you can see your blue line now. This blue line, you know what it represents. This is your T line, the 8 days moving average exponential. As we speak now, market is above the T line, which market crossed yesterday. The good news for the market, and also if you look at your MACD has crossed from below. MACD is already in a bullish state. Good one for the market, and also you can see your money flow is has gone as high also across above 50 points, which is good. I tell you, those that are investors that really know how to take a position are really enjoying the market now, because this is the time for them to also reap what they have done, because prices are still on the up direction and the index is positive. I tell you that you can also look at the individual sectors indices to know exactly what is happening. But I've seen that the market Russia index are really positive this morning, looking good. You can see that all indicators are pointing that market is going up, and we're entering the earnings season with UCAP being the first one. The breaking news now that UCAP, the first one that released their earnings. I can see how beautiful and impressive or fantastic to describe the number is at this hour. For me, it's a good one for the market. Let's quickly look at what is happening in GT code now this morning. We have seen the market position already on let's look at this market position on. Let's look at the market position and see what is happening there. That will give us a good time to see what is happening in the market as we speak. Let's see what is happening in the market. I'm looking at I'm here to see the time. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to it. Okay, I can see. I need to see the indicators, the time frame. But let's go to GT code. We have seen the state of the market. Let's go to GT code and see what is happening in GT code, so that we can continue our discussion. So what is happening in GT code? Yeah, good one. We have seen that GT code is good to go. Sorry, let me take GT code. I don't know why it's going back again. GT code, good one. Yeah. Yes, this is GT code at this hour. You can see that the stock still strong, far above the T line. You can see the position this morning. The stock across the 24 naira. It's been almost at 24 naira, 75 kobo. Good one. As in bank, as we can see that on a day chart, GT code is very strong and looking well bullish. You can see where the histogram, MACD histogram, and move from a low position to cross to bullish. So you can see that the histogram is becoming higher and stronger, and it can also be the blue line has crossed over the red line. Fine, to confirm that this is good. And money flow has been as high as 78.80 this morning, which is good. The quick one, let's look at the 1 hour chart for GT code. On 1 hour time frame, the stock remains positive and strong. All indicators are moving the same direction with the price action, which is for me is a good one. That means you don't need to panic here, but rather if you are there, hold your position and see how far, especially as you expect these numbers of these company banks to hit the market, knowing that this management account, they are not paying dividend to say they are delaying the result. We'll see their first quarter result to give us an insight where they are going, for this current financial year. As to speak now, as market is above, the money flow is above 70 and 80. Also, GT code is looking that direction, both on what on the annual chart and also on the daily chart. For me, it's a good one. Quick one. The next one we're looking at the MTN. You can see what has happened in MTN since they released. The they are giving their final license to go into banking. What's it called? Banking service that has also been attraction on MTN. Let's look at what is happening there. MTN. Let's see what is happening in the company as we speak now. That we know exactly what to do at this hour. As investor, what is your position? What are you looking at? What are you doing with your MTN position? If you are trading here in Nigeria, are you taking off your position or you are accumulating more of MTN Nigeria? Trying to like MTN Nigeria so that you know exactly what you are doing. Sorry, this is not MTN Nigeria. You are still trying to come with that MTN Nigeria. Let me look at it very well so that we can have a feel of what we are doing and what we are discussing. MTN Nigeria. Okay, MTN Nigeria is not coming up. Quickly, when I look at recap, I'm not here. MTN Nigeria is not coming up on this platform now. I'll lay my hand on MTN Nigeria on this platform. Let's look at recap. What recap is doing currently as we speak. Yes, with the result of UCAP, you can see, despite the impressive number, at this moment now we are seeing a kind of a little pullback. The stock is in red, but still trading above the T line, but still in red now this morning. You can see here that and trading above is average volume at about money flow still took down because we are seeing also a red position. This morning move aside to touch at 14 naira before it started coming down. But let's see before the market close today what to expect from this stock. For the strength of the number, if you're in that position, I will advise don't panic out, stick with your position, especially if you are a trader. But if you look at the 1 hour chart, 1 hour chart is not looking too good for UCAP in terms of action, price action here. You can see that you can see the movement here red and looking down, and also you can see the blue one crossing from down. That is a bearish sign already for UCAP, and money flow is down straight to almost below 30 points, which is not too good. But on the strength of the number, you can still watch. But don't forget, if you have made profit, you are free to take your profit. That is why your profit target at the beginning is very, very important at the end of the day, because this is what we want to do better in this moment. But for me, move to another stock. Let's look at Keja Hotel, what is happening there, and these are the things we want to look at this moment. Let's look at what is happening in Keja Hotel before we go to what is happening in Zenith Bank for us to close the session for today. What is happening in Keja Hotel? We're seeing the price among the top gainers. Yes, you can see by Keja price on a daily hourly chart is still slightly above the the T line. But if you look at the MACD, it's bullish, but money flow is looking down on this stock. I mean, fund is not entering this stock. Let's look at the daily chart. We have to be very careful in this position. But on the daily chart, the stock is looking very strong. It's above the T line. The volume traded is very high. It's above the average traded volume, which is good. We're seeing a volume spike there. And the MACD and money flow are looking positive and looking up at the same time, which is also good for Ikeja. But you need to also, since the 1 hour chart is not too attractive, in your day position, you have to also watch before you jump in. But for me, you have to also see the number of these results of this company before you can really jump fully. But we are seeing that the indicators, technicals are confirming an uptrend in the stock, which is good for Ikeja Hotel. Quick one, I want to look at what is happening in Zenith Bank. I want to see what's happening in Zenith Bank. We need to see what is happening in Zenith Bank at this hour. That will give us a clue of what is happening in the market. Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank Nigeria. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Zenith Bank is looking very good at this moment. I can see it here on a daily chart, despite the pullback, which I'm not surprised. I said that profit taking is bound to happen, and after the stock I moved from as low as almost 22 to 25 naira, almost 45 kobo 50 yesterday. We're seeing a pullback here, but still trading above 25 naira. It's still not a bad one. The indicators are very positive and strong on a daily chart. You can see it here. The MACD is positive, your money flow is positive, and trading above the T line. This is what we want. But the average traded volume, even when it's coming down, is low. It's a sign that people are not ready to sell the stock. You watch and see how it's going to close for the day. That's why we're here. Let's see on our chart. Both on our chart, even with the pullback we're seeing on the red candlestick here, you can see it here. That it's still above the T line. Let's put our eyes here to see once it cross the T line. I know by now if you have made profit, nothing stop you by taking profit. I encourage people to take profit as I went to. You can take your profit here and also wait to come down. Wait to come down again. After that, buy when you spot an uptrend, especially when it breaks out the T line up, you can jump in again. On the daily chart, it's not looking too good, but we're seeing already that the MACD is always starting down here. You can see here, MACD is always looking down. Here you can see the histogram is looking down, and blue is already covering little, but also money flow is also looking down on hourly chart. These are what we should watch in the market as we speak. We don't need to panic out our position. The market is still very, very strong. We believe that with what we're seeing in MTN and other blue stock, the market is likely to post positive. But the outcome of the TB trading bill auction today will also influence the market. But we believe that funds that have entered the market so far will continue going forward, totally depending on the state of the of the Q1 number. Knowing that the first 3 months of the year we saw that the economic still remain on the recovering direction, because we have seen what has happened at the end of fourth quarter 20. We're also going to see what's going to happen in the spirit world that give us insight of what to expect in GDP, in any moment from April or early May for 2022. Then we'll not know exactly what has happened in pure. But these numbers that are coming with what we're seeing the first one, want to see more to give us an insight how the GDP will look like at the end of the day. Yes, today will be the last day for our live class till next week Thursday, but because of Easter break, we're closing to go to our prayer centers and all that, and also celebrate Easter, and also at the same time plan to serve you better, after the Easter holiday. We hope to see you hopefully by God's grace on Thursday next week, by God's grace. And also I will encourage you to share the link whenever it is sent to you to for more people to join and share this knowledge. And at the same time, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, that whenever we post new new videos, you get kind of alert that will prompt you that new video is there, so that you can also listen. Feel free also to contribute and ask your question at any time. Feel that is okay for you. Our media, our social media is there for you to reach us at any time you want to get in contact with us. See you all, and God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.